Hi everyone, we hope you are enjoying tonight's coverage of Holy Cross men's hockey. I'm Olivia Lemon and this is a Worcester News Tonight update. Administrators and students are speaking out at Worcester State University after a poster was defaced with a racial slur. The school says they are taking action to find whoever did this, and some students are hoping to spread a positive message in the face of the hateful act. Our Rosalind Flaherty has more.
This poster at Worcester State University was meant to be inspirational until the school says someone changed one of the words to a racial slur.
This was hateful. There was nobody, there should be no one on this campus who misunderstands that the use of the word that was used on the bulletin board is appropriate in any way, shape, or form.
University President Barry Maloney says the altered poster was found in a residence hall by 2 students last Thursday. It was immediately removed. Maloney says residential life and campus police are investigating.
We try to build a culture of community of ownership for students when they live in the res halls, that they want to make sure that their living environment is one that's extremely positive.
Members of the Campus Climate Committee who promote diversity at Worcester State say they are shocked this is happening here.
Based on what's happening in the whole nation, you can see that and just not, and kind of be numb to it, but when it happens at a place that you are at every single day, it's just totally different. Made this a lot more real.
It was personally hurtful, but I knew that I needed to do something to help other students of color on campus who didn't know how to deal with the situation.
Signs and stickers with the words, "I stand against hate," were created and posted all over campus. The Climate Committee says it's a way to spread a positive message.
We do not stand or tolerate hate on campus, especially on this campus that we go to, because it's our community.
Maloney wouldn't get into specifics about punishment for whoever is responsible for the slur. He does say the school will continue to have an open conversation on campus.
This is a teachable moment. I've already seen how supported our non-white students have been. I'm sure that in meeting with those students over the next days and weeks, I'll hear more about ways that we can continue to support even further.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Thank you, Rosalind. One person is killed in a head-on crash Thursday in Sutton. Cogswell Sprinkler System says one of their drivers was killed in the crash and the company is coping with the loss. It happened just before 4 p.m. on the Central Turnpike. 2 people in the other vehicle suffered minor injuries. The accident is under investigation by the Central Massachusetts Law Enforcement Council and Sutton Police. A kindergarten student is being credited for her quick actions to help save her brothers. The Spencer Fire Department tweeted out this picture of Madeline York receiving a fire safety certificate. They say the young girl quickly reacted when a fire occurred in her home. She was able to get her 2 younger brothers outside to their meeting place. They say she used what she learned in the department's SAFE program. President Donald Trump's new immigration proposal is causing a lot of debate between the Democrats and Republicans. The plan would offer citizenship for almost 2 million people brought to the United States illegally. But as our Brittany Schaefer explains, Democrats worry the president is more concerned about building a wall.
It's a lousy approach to immigration.
President Donald Trump's new immigration proposal is getting mixed reviews on Capitol Hill. And here in Worcester, Congressman James McGovern isn't holding back his opinion.
This is ridiculous, holding the Dreamers hostage to all this other right-wing, anti-immigration, xenophobic garbage is just unacceptable.
Trump's plan would grant a pathway of citizenship to 1.8 million young undocumented immigrants in exchange for $25 billion for his border security plan.
A $25 billion trust fund for a stupid wall? Senator Schumer said negotiating with him is like negotiating with Jell-O. I agree.
The proposal would also restrict family-based immigration, meaning the 1.8 million immigrants could gain citizenship, but the status of their parents or older siblings who entered the country illegally would be in question.
It will break people's hearts. He even wants that you can't sponsor your parents if you're a U.S. citizen. Let's remember that the parents came as a matter of love for their children and their family. They just want to not live in abject poverty.
Immigration attorney Randy Feldman says estimates show there are 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S. And while there are positives in the president's plan, the negatives would have a big impact.
Nationally and in Worcester, we will be in a big problem if all 9 million people, they say, sorry, there's no solution for you, you're going to have to go. It will, of course, hurt the economy tremendously.
Congressman McGovern says the president's plan goes against what this country stands for.
To be able to keep families together, that's what this country is all about. And he basically blows that up in the proposal that he's outlined. We need to celebrate our immigrant community and our immigrant heritage and history.
Now, the president wants the Senate to draft legislation based on his plan and present it by February 5th. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
All right, thank you, Brittany. Well, it's been 50 years since Auburn High School won their first state championship, but for some of the players, it feels like yesterday. More than a dozen of the hockey players will be in Auburn again this weekend to celebrate the anniversary. Our Chandler Walsh caught up with some of them today and has more.
50 years ago, Auburn High School became the first Central Mass hockey team to win a state championship.
That's the money go right there, yeah.
Phil Dumas and Vern Longueuil played on the 1968 team and remember their overtime win at the Boston Garden well.
In my mind, it seems like it was almost like yesterday.
Yeah, I remember every little detail of that game. I'll never forget it.
The 1968 Auburn team beat Arlington 3-2 for the title. There were no divisions, so every city in town played on the same level. Defenseman Longueuil says at the time, Arlington had won more championships than any other school in Massachusetts.
We knew that we were going to have a tough game with them. They were an excellent hockey team, and it was tight right to the end.
The win was also Auburn's first state title in any sport. Athletic Director Brian Davis says the school has since won another championship in hockey, 3 in baseball, and 5 in football. He says the game was a big deal for the town.
When they get back to town, Drury Square was like Times Square. People that didn't even go to the game came out to welcome the bus and the team. So it really brought the town and the community together.
The championship proved a small Central Mass team could keep up with Eastern Mass, who had dominated in hockey. The players say it's a moment they'll never forget.
To be playing in the old Boston Garden where the Bruins play and the Celtics play and just the whole atmosphere, it was surreal.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
All right, thank you, Chandler. And coming up next, we'll get a look at our local forecast. Stay with us.
The Willows at Worcester is a vibrant, full-service, active retirement community that offers you spacious, maintenance-free, independent living apartment homes and cottages, award-winning chef-prepared meals, and abundant on-site amenities. We are an independent senior living community that truly opens up a world of new opportunities. You'll find a style and pace that lets you be yourself and the freedom to do as much or as little as you'd like. Call us to learn more.
If you were injured in a car accident, would you call Joseph J. Cariglia?
Absolutely. The insurance companies have lawyers on their side. You bet I want Joseph J. Cariglia on mine.
Sure I would. Make one call, let them deal with all the hassles.
It's a smart choice. You don't pay anything unless they win your case.
If I were injured, I'd want all the help I could get, wouldn't you?
Don't stand alone against the big insurance companies. Call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia.
It's a musical.
Something Rotten is an explosion of musical joy.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
It was a laugh riot from the beginning to the end.
This is the best show we've seen, ever. It just makes you smile the whole time.
It's hilarious. Amazing.
It sounds impressive, doesn't it?
I've never laughed so hard in my seat before.
Something Rotten.
Coming to the Hanover Theater, February 20th through 25th. Get your tickets now.
I'm sure it'll be a show they'll never forget.
Welcome back. Well, it was a beautiful winter day today, and temperatures are expected to stay in the low 20s tonight. Let's get a look at our local forecast.
Happy Friday, I'm meteorologist Michael Page. Of course, still chilly today and tonight for that matter, but look what happens this weekend. Back to around 50 degrees, another weekend warm up on the way. A few showers coming in with a cold front on Sunday, and then early next week, that very same front gets stalled offshore and a new storm will form. And it's looking increasingly likely that that storm will bring at least some snow Monday into Tuesday. Right now, though, even though it's chilly, it's actually warmer than this time yesterday by a few degrees, and we'll only find more and more warmth invading New England over the next 24 hours gradually. Quiet across the area tonight, mostly clear skies. A few more clouds back to the west. Those will be drifting in with the warmth this weekend. We start watching this batch of very light shower activity for signs of our next storm. This is the energy that will hit the coastline early next week and develop into that storm. But first of all, for tonight, mostly clear skies, and sure, we'll still make it down into the 20s, maybe some teens in the chillier pockets of central Massachusetts, but the wind is going around to the south. That's your sign that we warm it up for tomorrow. So by tomorrow afternoon, we're right around 50 degrees in Shrewsbury, Millbury, Grafton will be around 50, some low 50s potentially, Lunenburg and Fitchburg as well. As you go farther north, potentially into ski country to enjoy the weekend, more clouds, but even there, temperatures well into the 40s. Also, it will be windy tomorrow. Just keep that in mind. It's just a mild wind direction. Even on Sunday, we still top out in the mid to upper 40s, but that cold front that we were discussing is in the neighborhood during the morning. That means we start with some clouds, a couple of showers, and then during the afternoon, partial sun will redevelop as temperatures again slide. That front will be slowly moving to the south. Here's a timeline, and you'll be able to see this more clearly. There's 7 o'clock, the front right over the top of us. That's why we have the clouds and some showers right out the door on Sunday. But watch what happens by lunchtime. Front goes south, rain goes with it, and then eventually some peaks of sunshine later on in the day as temperatures begin to glide downward. The wind will turn around to the north. But that front holds just offshore, and that's the focus of the new energy that will form into a coastal storm. Right now, it looks like this storm will stay offshore in terms of the center, but look, it does get close enough to bring at least some snow to the area. Accumulation would be highest a little bit to our east, more like Boston Point south and east, but we'll watch it. If this thing comes any farther west, there will be some accumulating snow sometime late Monday into Tuesday. It is chillier by that point as well, so enjoy the weekend warm-up. For now, I'm meteorologist Michael Page.
Worcester weather brought to you by Berterra Nissan of Auburn.
We will have more news, weather, and sports coming up tonight at 10 with Anna Botari. I'm Olivia Lemon. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of tonight's hockey coverage.